Have you ever wondered why some relationships seem to thrive in intimacy, while others struggle to connect on a deeper level, or why certain moments with your partner feel incredibly satisfying, while others fall short of expectations? If so, you're not alone and you're in the right place. Intimacy is one of the most important aspects of any loving relationship. Yet, it's often misunderstood or overlooked today. We're diving deep into the secrets of intimacy, uncovering fascinating facts about female sexuality, and exploring how you can create a more fulfilling connection with your partner. In this video, we'll discuss overview. Everything from practical tips to enhance your love life to surprising insights about how women experience intimacy differently. We'll explore how small adjustments can transform your relationship, as well as techniques to overcome common challenges, like premature ejaculation or physical discomfort during intimacy. Before we dive in, take a moment to subscribe and hit the notification bell, so you never miss out on our insights. And if you find this helpful, a thumbs up would mean the world to us. It helps us reach more people like you. Lastly, we want to hear from you. If you enjoy the content, drop a 1 in the comments below. And if there's something you think we can improve, leave a 0 and let us know how we can do better. Now, sit back, relax, and get ready to learn actionable tips that could transform not just your love life, but your entire relationship. Let's get started when it comes to intimacy. There are so many myths and misunderstandings that can get in the way of building a truly fulfilling connection with your partner. One of the most common myths is the idea that all women experience pleasure the same way. This couldn't be further from the truth. Every woman's body is unique and understanding. This is the first step toward a more satisfying relationship. For example, did you know that physical discomfort during intimacy is far more common than people realize? This can happen for a variety of reasons, but one of the most overlooked factors is body positioning for women with larger breasts. Certain positions may cause physical strain leading to discomfort, and when discomfort enters the equation, it can disrupt the flow of intimacy and leave both partners feeling disconnected. Misconceptions, experiences during intimacy, also play a big role in shaping the moment for women. For instance, quicker ejaculation in men might disrupt the flow for women, leading to an imbalance. This is where communication becomes essential. Partners need to share openly and adapt to each other's needs to create harmony in the experience. Another common misconception is that there's a one-size-fits-all approach to pleasure. The truth is what works for one woman may not work for another. For example, while some women might enjoy traditional erogenous zones like the neck or ears, others find stimulation in less obvious places. Did you know that a tender kiss on the stomach can be incredibly arousing for many women? It's not something people often think of, but small moments of connection like this can have a profound impact on intimacy. Understanding these differences and breaking free from the myths about female sexuality is crucial for creating a deeper connection with your partner. Remember, it's all about tuning in to what feels right for her and being open to exploring new ways to connect by taking the time to understand and appreciate these differences. You'll not only enhance your physical relationship, but also strengthen the emotional bond you share. When people think of intimacy, certain go-to areas of the body often come to mind, like the neck, lips, or ears. While these areas are indeed sensitive for many, there are other, less commonly thought of zones that can be just as, if not more, stimulating. One such area is the stomach for many women. A gentle kiss or touch on the stomach can be incredibly intimate and arousing. It's a spot that's often overlooked, but can create a surprising level of connection and excitement. The stomach, with its thin layer of skin in close proximity to the core, is a highly sensitive area. A soft touch or a tender kiss here can elicit feelings of vulnerability and trust, which are powerful elements in building intimacy. This highlights an important truth about physical connection. Pleasure doesn't always follow the typical playbook. There's so much more to discover when you step outside these norms and tune in to your partner's unique responses. Discovering these lesser-known zones together can not only enhance physical pleasure, but also deepen emotional intimacy. It's about taking the time to explore and discover what feels good, rather than relying on assumptions or communication experimentation stereotypes. Another fascinating insight is that these zones can vary greatly between individuals. While one woman may find her stomach highly sensitive, another might not. This is why communication and experimentation are so vital in a relationship. A simple conversation about what feels good, or a willingness to explore new areas, can make all the difference. So, the next time you and your partner are sharing an intimate moment, consider youring beyond the usual spots. Take your time. Be gentle and pay attention to her responses. It's often in these subtle, unexpected moments that the deepest connections are formed. Let's talk about a topic that's often avoided but deserves more attention. Intimacy during a woman's menstrual period. For some, this can feel like uncharted territory. But the truth is, many women actually enjoy being intimate during this time. In fact, for some, it can even be a uniquely pleasurable experience. The increased blood flow during a woman's period can heighten sensitivity, making certain sensations feel more intense. This physiological change, combined with the natural lubrication, can create a different kind of intimacy that many women find deeply satisfying. For some couples, intimacy during this time helps strengthen their emotional connection, because it shows acceptance and comfort with each other's bodies in their most natural state. Open communication. Of course, not everyone feels the same way about this. Some men may feel hesitant or less enthusiastic, and many women themselves may feel self-conscious. This is completely normal, and the most important thing here is open communication. Talking honestly about comfort levels, preferences, and boundaries can help navigate this time in a way that feels good for both partners. For those who are open to exploring intimacy during this period, preparation can make a big difference. Simple things like using a towel or trying it in the shower can help ease any concerns about messiness. The focus should always be on making both partners feel comfortable and cared for. It's also worth noting that intimacy during menstruation isn't just physical. It can be deeply emotional as well. Many women experience hormonal fluctuations during this time, which can amplify their need for affection, tenderness, and connection. Intimacy, even in the form of cuddling or gentle touch, can provide comfort, effort, and reassurance. The takeaway here is simple. Every woman's body and preferences are unique, and there's no right or wrong way to approach this. What matters most is respecting each other's feelings and finding what works best for your relationship by being open in understanding you. Not only navigate this time with ease, but also build a deeper sense of trust and emotional closeness that strengthens your relationship in the long run. Foreplay is often viewed as a stepping stone to the main event, but in reality, it's so much more than that. For many women, foreplay isn't just physical, it's deeply emotional. It's a way to feel desired, appreciated, and connected. In fact, studies show that around 40% of women believe that foreplay should begin with nipple stimulation, as it's one of the most sensitive areas of the female body. This highlights an important point. Foreplay isn't about following a checklist. It's about tuning into your partner's needs and creating an environment of trust and connection. One of the most common mistakes in intimacy is rushing through foreplay for women. Arousal often builds more slowly than it does for men, making this stage of intimacy critical. Gentle touches, soft kisses, and playful exploration can all help set the stage for deeper physical connection. But beyond the physical foreplay is also about emotional bonding. Taking the time to show your partner that you value and care for them can make all the difference. Emotional security plays a key role here. Women often experience physical pleasure more intensely when they feel emotionally safe and connected. This means that simple gestures like making eye contact, whispering kind words, or even taking the time to hold hands can have a significant impact on how intimacy emotional bonding unfolds. It's also important to recognize that what works for one person may not work for another. Communication is your greatest ally. Asking questions like, "What feels good for you?" or "Is there something you'd like to try?" opens the door to honest dialogue. These conversations might feel awkward at first, but they're essential for creating a fulfilling, intimate relationship. Foreplay also doesn't have to be limited to physical touch. Emotional intimacy can begin long before you enter the bedroom. A heartfelt compliment, a thoughtful gesture, or even reminiscing about shared memories can set the tone for a night of connection and closeness. The key takeaway: foreplay isn't just the lead-up to intimacy. It's the bridge that connects emotional trust with physical passion, laying the foundation for a deeper, more meaningful connection. But when you take the time to connect on both emotional and physical levels, you're not just preparing for intimacy. You're deepening the bond that holds your relationship. Hydration and physical readiness together. Let's dive into some practical tips that can take your intimate, innate relationship to the next level. These simple yet often overlooked techniques can make a significant difference in how you and your partner connect both physically and emotionally. 1. Hydration and physical readiness. Did you know that staying properly hydrated can play a big role in intimacy? When your body is well hydrated, your energy levels are higher and your physical responsiveness improves. This can make a huge difference in the quality of your in-time experiences. It's such a simple step, yet many people overlook it. So, before you spend quality time together, make sure you're both feeling your best inside and sensory exploration out. 2. Sensory exploration with blindfolds. Adding a little adventure to your relationship can rate the spark and deepen your connection. One creative way to do this is by exploring sensory play. Using a blindfold, for example, can heighten your other senses such as touch, sound, and even smell. By removing the sense of sight, the smallest touch or whisper can feel amplified, creating a more intense and exciting experience. You don't have to overcomplicate it. Simple gestures like lightly running your fingers across your partner's skin or playing soft music in the background can transform the moment into something magical. Remember, it's not about perfection, but about experimenting together to see what works. 3. Trying new positions. Sometimes simply switching up positions can make a big difference in the bedroom. While the missionary position remains a favorite for many women due to its comfort and emotional connection, trying alternatives like spooning or standing positions can open new doors. For example, spooning is a fantastic option for both emotional closeness and physical stimulation. It's relaxed, intimate, and allows for deeper connection while also being physically satisfying. On the other hand, standing positions can increase energy levels and may help with endurance for both partners. The key is to find what works best for you and your partner. Take your time exploring, and remember, it's all about mutual natural lubricants enjoyment. 4 natural lubricants for enhanced comfort. Another practical tip is incorporating natural lubricants into your intimacy. Saliva, for instance, can enhance sensations and make everything feel smoother and more comfortable. However, moderation is key. Using too much or applying it directly to sensitive areas may cause discomfort. Always pay attention to your partner's cues and find the balance that feels right for both of. Communication is key, U5. Communication is key. Lastly, don't underestimate the power of communication. Ask your partner what they enjoy and be open about your own preferences. Intimacy is a shared experience, and feedback should always be welcomed without judgment. This openness creates a safe space where both partners can explore and grow together. By incorporating these practical tips, you can create a more fulfilling and exciting intimate life. Remember, intimacy is a journey. It's not about reaching a destination, but about enjoying the ride together. When it comes to intimacy, communication is the foundation of everything. Without it, even the most passionate relationships can fall short of their potential. Open, honest, and judgment-free conversations about what you and your partner enjoy or don't enjoy are key to creating a fulfilling and satisfying feedback without judgment connection. 1. Feedback without judgment. Let's start with one of the most important principles: offering and receiving feedback without judgment. No one is born knowing exactly what their partner wants or needs in the bedroom. It's a process of discovery, and that process becomes so much easier when both partners feel safe to express themselves. For example, if something isn't working, frame your feedback in a positive way. "I love it when you do this. Maybe we could try a bit more of that." This approach ensures your partner doesn't feel criticized, but instead sees your suggestions as an opportunity to grow. Recognizing nonverbal cues. Closer to recognizing nonverbal cues. Not all communication needs to be verbal. Many times, your partner's body language or subtle gestures can speak volumes. For example, a partner wrapping their legs around you during intimacy might be their way of signaling a desire for deeper connection. Similarly, changes in breathing movements or even eye contact can indicate comfort or discomfort. Pay attention to these nonverbal cues when you're attuned to each other's physical and emotional responses. It builds trust and shows your partner that you're present and fully engaged in the moment. 3. Asking the right questions. Right questions. Sometimes initiating the conversation can feel awkward, but asking the right questions can make all the difference. Questions like, "What do you love most about our time together?" Or, "Is there something new you'd like to try?" can open the door to deeper intimacy. These questions show your partner that you value their needs and are willing to adapt to make the experience better for both of you. 4. Creating a safe space. Finally, make sure your partner feels safe to share their thoughts and desires without fear of judgment. Building this kind of emotional security takes time, but it pays off in a stronger, more connected relationship when both partners feel heard and understood. It creates a cycle of trust, respect, and love. At the end of the day, communication isn't just about talking. It's about listening, observing, and responding in a way that makes your partner feel valued. The more you invest in understanding each other, the more fulfilling your relationship will become. Intimacy is a journey of exploration, and one of the best ways to enhance your connection is by incorporating tools and techniques that can elevate the experience for both partners. while many people might feel hesitant about trying new things. A willingness to step outside of your comfort zone can bring fresh excitement and deeper satisfaction to your relationship. 1. The role of sex toys. The role of sex toys. Sex toys can be an incredible addition to your intimate life, whether you're using them alone or with a partner. For many women, tools like vibrators play a key role in achieving orgasm, especially when it comes to clitoral stimulation. In fact, studies show that around 80% of women who use vibrators report more consistent and satisfying orgasms. But sex toys are not just about physical pleasure. They're also about self-discovery for women using a vibrator. Or other toys can help them better understand their bodies and communicate their needs more effectively to their partners. For couples, exploring these tools together can create a sense of curiosity and teamwork that strengthens emotional and physical. The key bonds. The key is to approach this with an open-mind talk with your partner about what you'd like to try and make it a shared experience. Whether you're introducing something as simple as a small massager or exploring more advanced options. The goal is to create a fun, judgment-free environment where both partners feel comfortable. 2. Natural lubricants. Lubricants for comfort using natural lubricants like saliva can also make a significant difference in enhancing sensations. While synthetic lubricants are widely available, natural options are convenient and can feel more personal. However, moderation is important. Using too much or applying it directly to sensitive areas may cause discomfort. It's all about finding the balance that works for both of you. 3. Experimenting with experimenting sensual techniques. Another way to elevate your intimate moments is by experimenting with new techniques. For example, incorporating sensory play like blindfolds or feather touches can heighten the experience by removing one sense and intensifying others when sight is taken away. Touch, sound, and even scent become more pronounced, making every moment feel more electrifying. You can also try techniques like alternating between soft and firm touches, exploring temperature play with warm or cool sensations, or simply slowing down the pace. These subtle shifts can transform ordinary intimacy into something extraordinary. 4. Exploring new. Exploring new positions. Switching up positions is another powerful way to create variety and excitement in your relationship. While traditional positions like missionary are popular for their comfort and emotional closeness, exploring alternatives like spooning can bring a new level of intimacy. The spooning position, for example, allows for closed body contact while still providing ample physical stimulation, making it ideal for both physical and emotional connection. If you're looking for something more adventurous, standing positions can help extend endurance while providing different angles of stimulation. The important thing is to remain open-minded and focus on mutual enjoyment. Trying new positions isn't about perfect execution. It's about discovery and connection. 5. Communication during communication. During exploration, finally remember that introducing new tools and techniques requires open communication talk to your partner before trying something new, and check in regularly to ensure they're comfortable and enjoying the experience. When you approach exploration as a team, it not only enhances your physical connection, but also builds trust and intimacy by incorporating these tools and techniques into your relationship. You can create a richer, more fulfilling, intimate life that evolves and grows with you and your partner. As we come to the end of this journey, it's important to remember that intimacy is not a destination. It's a lifelong process of growth, exploration, and connection. Whether it's through communication, trying new tools and techniques, or simply paying closer attention to your partner's needs, every small effort you make can bring you closer together. Before we wrap up, here's a quick recap of the most important insights we've shared today. Breaking myths about female sexuality. Every woman is unique, and understanding her body's needs is essential to building a fulfilling relationship. Exploring sensitivity zones, sometimes the most overlooked areas like a tender kiss on the stomach, can create the strongest connections. Intimacy during menstrual periods. For some women, this time can heighten sensitivity, but the key is open communication and mutual comfort. The role of foreplay. Play isn't just about the physical. It's about emotional bonding and creating a sense of security. Practical tips to enhance intimacy, from hydration to trying new positions. Small adjustments can make a big difference. The power of communication, open dialogue, recognizing nonverbal cues, and creating a safe space for feedback can deepen your relationship. Dancing pleasure through tools. Exploring sex toys, natural lubricants, and sensory play can bring fresh excitement and satisfaction. Ultimately, intimacy is about more than just physical connection. It's about creating a space where you and your partner feel safe, loved, and valued. The journey of discovering what works for both of you is one of the most rewarding aspects of a relationship. If you've made it this far, thank you for joining me in this conversation. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What resonated with you the most? Drop a 1 in the comments if you found these tips helpful. And if there's a topic you'd like us to cover next, let us know. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with someone who might benefit from it, and subscribe to our channel for more valuable insights on love, relationships, and personal growth. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next